All things bright and beautiful. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Indigenous life is a flow of life. And we understand the connection.
A lot of us in the region actually go to the forest to connect with our ancestors, to connect with the land. Our culture is interwoven with the land, the environment, and our biodiversity. And stripping that away would be a cruel thing to do. I see the Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone as a threat to people, to us, to our lives.
Introducing the Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone Smart City, a proud national program that is set to radically transform Limpopo. The SEZ is an economic game changer for the country and Limpopo.
The Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone is a metallurgical cluster, an industrial zone. They are looking for 3,000 hectares of land to make way for this special economic zone, and that is in a region where the vegetation or the environment is almost near pristine.
Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone is a design to collapse life. When they want to make Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone, is the home of spirituality which hold Limpopo to be alive. They want to chop down many indigenous trees which are sacred. It is said they want to uproot more than 100,000 baobabs. They want to destroy and disturb the grace of the very old ancestors. They must stop what they're doing. They must stop what they have designed. They must stop.
One of the justification for this project by government to go ahead, they are actually trying to piggyback on this high unemployment rate in South Africa to get the project going. The kinds of jobs that they are talking about were not revealed.
The Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone is going to negatively impact the climate. Even during the environmental impact assessment, it would have clearly shown the kind of impact that it would have. We also have to look towards challenging the authorization that was given to this.
There is many talks about climate change. Don't they know about that? They are robbing people. They are telling lies. Don't they know that mining or destroying indigenous forests, it kills life? Don't they know that?
Development is an inevitability of human nature, but we can't keep the status quo. Communities must actually play a central role in these developmental conversations, because for so long we've had a disconnect between the policymakers and the community.
A lot of people, even the leaders, were not part of the discussion to discuss how much impact this project may cause.
So instead of a top-down approach, I think a bottom-up approach is much more better. Going into communities and finding what is the best developmental pathway for each individual community or region rather.
Musina-Makhado Special Economic Zone must go away. We don't like it because we are going to suffer.
They're going to damage the trees, even water, and our heritage.
There's ways to develop a community without actually harming the environment and compromising people's livelihoods. Just transition, it's basically a process of turning the wheel to a much more sustainable way that will not actually compromise the future of the coming generation. So this project has got no space. If we don't include biodiversity in the discussion, we are making a big mistake.
I am living a life of defending. For me to be free to live this life, I have to defend it. Old man said, only when the last tree has been chopped down, the life's river got dry, is when human being will know that money cannot be eaten.
We can prevent the climate crisis by protecting the remaining pristine biodiversity that we have, like the one in the Vhembe district of Limpopo.